Good evening. Tonight, we're here in Wilmington, Massachusetts, a small town north of Boston, smaller in scale than some of the surrounding towns and cities. Some people might call it dull, quiet. It is nothing of the sort. Mysteries abound. Stories exist. You just have to go search for them. Or maybe, sometimes, they'll search for you. Tonight, we visit with EVELYN, a young homeowner who has a surprise present on her front porch.
I wasn't expecting anything out of the ordinary. A couple of Zoom meetings for work. It was Tuesday, which is usually a very slow day. So I'm on this conference call with my manager. Suddenly, the doorbell rings. The guy wouldn't stop ringing the doorbell. I was upstairs in the office and I couldn't just drop the call. I hadn't ordered anything from Amazon or anywhere else, so this was all very confusing to me.
I'm coming. What is it? Oh, just sign right there. Why? What is this? It's a box, I don't know.
The delivery guy said it was a present from a special friend. To top it off, he said I couldn't move it or open it for 5 days.
Whatever you do, just don't open it for 5 days.
I realized I left my manager hanging on the conference call and I quickly ran back to my office. I started apologizing to my manager, but then the damn doorbell started ringing again and it wouldn't stop. I couldn't hear my manager on the phone, so I excused myself and I ran back to the front door. The doorbell was still ringing. I bet it was Jimmy, that little son of a bitch from across the street. Halloween was this weekend and I bet he was just tricking early. I get back to my office on the call and now there's someone pounding on the front door.
I'm sorry.
I told my manager I'd call her back. I just couldn't take it anymore. And I ran back to the front door yelling, "I'm coming!" for crying out loud. I called Jimmy's mom to complain, but she told me he was at a friend's house a couple of blocks away and had been there all afternoon.
Because he does it every week. Every single week, he's always up to something. Yeah.
Nothing else happened that rest of the day, or night, frankly. I forgot about the damn thing until I went downstairs the next morning to get my newspaper. There were really weird noises coming from inside the box. It sounded like a kitten meowing or something, but then it got real throaty, like a growl. It couldn't have been an animal because there were no air holes in the box. Like how does it breathe? Nothing else happened today until I went to bed. All of a sudden I heard several really loud voices arguing in some foreign language. My next door neighbor called and said he'd call the cops if it didn't stop. I didn't know what to tell him, so I just hung up.
Good night, sir. Good night. Leave me alone. Thank you.
It wasn't me. He didn't know what it was. As quickly as the voices started, though, they stopped. Someone must have won that argument, right? I was ready to call a delivery company to pick this thing up, but there was no return address on the box or even the delivery slip. Strange. I was stuck with this thing for another 3 days. Fortunately, there was no noise coming from the box today. Whatever was making the noise must have shut off or something. I've been racking my brain to figure out who this special friend is. I wasn't dating anyone right now. I don't have any family other than a brother who lives in Australia. And he's not the kind of guy that would do something like this. And I know that for a fact. I was watching TV and I saw these lights, just this beautiful pattern just going off on the porch. It was hypnotizing. So I went out to the porch and I swear I could hear disco music. like I was in the 70s or something. And I wasn't even born then, but it felt like I was in the 70s. It was kind of like I was in Saturday Night Fever. At last, day 5. I can finally open this thing. But did I have to wait a full 5 days? Or could I open it up on the 5th day? I mean, these kind of thoughts were going through my mind. This box was driving me crazy. I just wanted to open it, but I didn't want to ruin anything by opening it up too early. But I decided to wait the full 5 days. Why? I don't know. But this stupid box had me so intrigued. I mean, I waited 5 freaking days. Finally, the time to open the box arrived, and I got to see the grand prize. Hallelujah!